Namaste, Marcus again. I've got another video here because it's just so obvious what's happening at the moment, and yeah, it's just so strange. It's very, I did a video not so long ago about Once Upon a Time because it's like a fairy tale what's going on at the moment. It's also very sci-fi. It's also very much like a sci-fi movie, and a few people have said things like this, and it's true. People are expecting the future. I remember when we saw Blade Runner. I remember when it first came out, went to the movies, see it, one of the best movies I'd ever seen. And I was shocked at the way the world was. There was all this radiation and rain, and everyone wearing hats and funny things, and people were all grey and grim, and everything was miserable, and it seemed such a horrible world. The thought that our world could be like that at that time was just unbearable. And here we are. If we're not careful, it's exactly what we're going to end up with. And that's why we're having the brakes put on. And a lot of things that are happening, you can see in two ways. But the main and most important thing is not to get too carried away with all the conspiracies. I've got a list. Alright, don't get carried away with the conspiracies too much. It doesn't mean you shouldn't believe in things. That's entirely up to you. If your belief system is such that you're not happy with things and you want to change them by speaking out about them, that's great. I just don't think, for me, it's helping anything. There's plenty of people doing that, so maybe that's why. But for me, I just want to put love and light into the world. And a few years ago, probably 2 years ago, I was told by my guides to focus on yourself, work on yourself, stop. And I went into hibernation for a few months. It was probably a year last January. I went into hibernation for a little while and didn't do anything. And that was because I was focusing on myself, because I knew I was becoming this new human being human, which again today is exactly what's happening to us. We're changing into this new being so that we can live our lives not like the Blade Runner, so we can change the world so we don't end up in a Blade Runner world or a Terminator world that some have imagined. It's up to us. And when we put love and light into the world, whether it's through sitting meditating, or by being nice to people, or by smiling and laughing with people you don't know, or by just giving off love. And some people like to give money away and give things away, and that's fabulous if you do that. And just helping people generally, helping the world generally, helping nature generally, helping trees. Whatever you do like that is helping the world, because you're putting that vibration out into the our space that we call our world. And of course, when we do that, what we're really putting out is more of a spiritual energy that comes from our emotional being. And whether it's astral or etheric or whatever, I don't really know. But that's what we're doing. We're putting this out into the bigger world around our world, which is of a higher, less dense vibration. And it's that we call, I think, possibly that could be what people call the Logos, or the Logos, in a way. And we need to really get that sorted now. And some of the things that are happening really can make you very depressed. So I'll be honest, I hate wearing these masks. I go shopping, I put my mask on, I go in the shops, I put my mask on. Could be worse, but I can't wait to get it off. And some people have said there's a reason for this, that, you know, on the negative side, it's cutting us off so that we're no longer part of the oneness of humanity, or part of the oneness actually. But on the other side of the coin, because I like to see the positive in things, not the negative, and anything we have in our lives we can change to being positive, not negative, by our thoughts and our mind power. We can make it so, as they say on Star Trek, because we just have to think it like that and it will become that for us. So maybe when we're wearing a mask, we're isolating ourselves from everything else, because we can focus more on ourselves. And this is what this video is about. And it's funny because I've been meaning to put this out for a while, and I've noticed a few people around me, especially my beloved wife and friend Caroline, have mentioned the same thing of late, in fact today. And I thought, well, I've got to put this out now because everyone's picking this up. And it's true, we all pick this up at the same time, really. You know, I thought someone was copying my videos, and of course it's not that. It's because people pick the same stuff up. You know, when you're connected to the ether, you pick the same stuff. And I digress so much, I forget what I'm talking about. So we need to focus on ourselves. We need to meditate. We need to learn how to stay calm in a non-calm situation. We learn to not to worry. We have to learn not to worry, because we have to keep the fear out of here. Remember that video I did not so long ago? It's really important. We mustn't be fearful, because it doesn't help. It just makes things more dark. We need to put light out. So focus on yourself. Instead of getting all carried away with everything and moaning about everything, use the opportunity we're being given to change the world. And do that by changing yourself first. And I've said this for probably a year or so. Focus on yourself. Forget everything else. Focus on yourself. You know, because they told me this a couple of years back, and it's so important that we do this. Never mind all the other stuff. Get yourself together. And although I'm not a student of his, there's an incredible Tai Chi person out there called, I won't mention his name, but I have greatest respect for him. And he has mastered, through his teacher probably, but he has mastered, for one so young, how to keep himself totally empty. This is my view. He might hear this and tell me I'm wrong, but it looks to me like he's been able to keep himself totally empty. So when people try to push him, there's nothing to push because he's not there. And he pushes them, they go flying through the air. And when you don't absorb anything, I think I said this in one of my last videos about the Buddha meditating. Have a listen to that. If you're not absorbing it, it's not coming towards you. It's not hitting you. It's not affecting you. Don't absorb it. If you focus on yourself, on your growth, on your betterment, on your getting calmer, healthier, safer, better, everyone in your immediate vicinity will feel it and benefit from it. Everyone in your street around you will benefit from it. Everyone in your town or village eventually will start benefiting from it. And it's a knock-on effect, because that vibration we put out, starting here in our heart, as it comes out, it's like the ripple on the water. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And it affects everybody. So let's change our attitude from, oh, I hate wearing this mask, I feel like I'm a prisoner in my own face, I can't stand it. let's change that to, this is an opportunity for me to focus on myself. This is time for me to think about me for a change. I'm always thinking about everybody else, my family, my friends. I never think of myself. This is your time. And while you're in there, think about what you can do to help the world become a better place, a brighter place, a lighter place. The world that we want our children to inherit. How can we do that? Start with yourself. I think that's it for today. I think I've got a recital to listen to. So, namaste. God bless you all and watch over you. And please, please, please try and stay positive. Try and see the light in the darkness and make that darkness bright. Because it only takes a little bit of light to make a dark world bright. Namaste.